Chris Morn. I'm the head of Cambridge Schools of Visual and Performing Arts. We have two campuses, one in Cambridge and one in London. We educate students from post high school up until undergraduate and beyond. We mostly specialising in art and design, drama and music. Our school is well known because of our international profile. We have students from 34 different countries, and we like to keep that balance so that none of the nationalities are too large. We do have Korean students there, but we have students from America, from Europe as well. Our students are taught 5 days a week. Unlike many colleges, we believe that the students should have that intensity to their program. For Korean students, this is very, very important because they are used to the education system here where they're in class most of the time. We have very small groups, so our students benefit from having one lecturer for every 15 students, maximum. Also, our students have lots of equipment. We don't believe that students should have to wait to work. I think the most popular course is Art and Design Foundation Diploma, but probably the most students study fashion. We study everything in art and design, and within Korean students, fashion, architecture, and graphics and illustration are the three most popular courses. If it's visual or performing arts, they're very different. For performing arts, we are judging their performance, so what they do in front of us, or if they're filming it, what they film. So if it's music, we want to hear a clear sound, so we can hear whether they've got the skills that they need to do our course. If it's drama, we want to hear the words, we want to see their body language. How do they perform? But for art and design, we're looking for a portfolio. The most important part of the portfolio is the sketchbook, the development of the ideas. I know that the Korean students are going to show me fabulous finished work. I know that's going to happen. What I want to see is how they got there. I want to see it's the student and not the highly skilled teacher. I think with the art and design students, the critical part really is showing us that they're individuals, showing us something new, something different, and showing the potential. That we're not interested in just technical excellence, because I know I'm going to see that. And as I said before, it's sketchbooks that we're most interested in. I think it's the same with performance in many ways, that we're not looking for somebody who's just technically very good. We're looking for somebody who has something different, somebody who has got that enthusiasm, who really wants to become successful. For any student, the three most important things in an application are enthusiasm. Yeah, and Korean students do have their own culture. They do come with different problems, but all students do. Just the Korean students are slightly different. I think with the Korean students, the trick really is to keep them busy all the time. And that's why we have them in classes every day. I think learning to ask questions and not just accepting what the teacher has said, but if they don't understand, actually coming and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. We would encourage that. And we ask specific questions of the students to prevent them from just saying everything's fine, which they will do. We also set up the classes so that the classes are not in the traditional way. So students don't feel they're at the front or at the back. So we understand the differences with the Korean students from China, students from Japan, students from America. So because of that, we actually have less problems than many colleges. What advice do I give to Korean students? Speak clearly, ask questions. I'm very, very high. I mean, for the last 23 years, all of my students who have successfully completed the foundation program have gone on to a university of their choice. So within many of the larger institutes like Kingston University that we work very closely with, and University of the Arts London that we work closely with, they want my students. They know that the students are well trained. They know that they're going to be properly prepared for their courses, which is why both of those institutes actually come to our college to interview. So they give the student the opportunity to be interviewed in their own studio space, which makes it much more comfortable, but also because they know that they want to encourage my students to apply to them. As far as students leaving our BA, we do have a growing reputation in the industry. A lot of that is because we're working with Kingston, and Kingston are known as one of, if not the best trainer of designers in the UK. We send students to lots and lots of different universities. The majority go to, as I say, University of Arts London or Kingston, but we do send students to lots of different places, to Glasgow, to Edinburgh, to Liverpool, to Manchester, to Bristol, Falmouth, Winchester, Southampton, lots of the sort of colleges you've heard of. But majority of my students actually want to be in London or the London area.